I stood amidst a vast expanse of yellowed, bronze-tinted grass spun into gold by late afternoon sunlight. It stretched outwards in all directions endlessly, its immense reach unbroken, the occasional isolated boulder or huddled collection of rocks, the only islands in an otherwise ubiquitous golden sea. I gazed ahead at a distant sky clouded in deep, blended hues of purple bruised grey, and suddenly the contrast overwhelmed me. Foreground bright, open, swept clear. Background sombre, volatile, looming heavy with shadow. I marvelled at how the combination of two seemingly contradictory types of beauty could unite so harmoniously. The newly waning sun poured its warm amber light generously from the clear blue sky behind me, the sharpness of its heat blunted by the slow descent from its ark's lofty peak. Whispering grasses caught the sun's sweetened rays, holding them within their slender forms for a moment, then beaming them back out again, gratefully. As the grass synchronized its swaying with the flowing motion of the wind, ripples shimmered across its surface like reflected light flashing across polished gold, dancing in delight at the feel of clean air sifting through it. I shivered in anticipation, sensing the approach of a wave of air drifting towards me from behind. I braced myself in readiness for impact, but instead it slipped seamlessly beneath my feet. Then suddenly it was rushing ahead before me, vanishing into the distance, other ripples soon arriving to take its place. Breezes skimmed over the tops of tall blades, gently bending them forward, as though pressed down by the presence of an invisible spirit journeying across the plains in pursuit of some unknown, urgent purpose. Then the wind would momentarily shift direction without warning, stirring the grasses into a murmur of excited rustling, and it pleased me somehow to be reminded of an older brother playfully ruffling the tousled hair of his younger sibling. But the disturbance in the air would pass, and the tickled grasses would calm and continue their gentle swaying, or, when the air was still, would be content to lean restfully and wait for the next breath to descend from the heavens, landing amongst them like air beneath a bird's wings. There was nothing between me and the sky in this wide open space, but the storm clouds in the distance were far enough away for me to be unconcerned by the remote threat of drenching rain or the cruel capriciousness of lightning. As the grasses brushed affectionately against my legs, tickling up to my knees, not even this ominous presence dominating the horizon could disturb the peace I felt as I stood planted in this place. On other days they would have rolled in, rumbling onto nature's wide open stage, their thunderous drama played out as the glorious operatic main event. But today they were willingly resigned to serve the role of backdrop to a simpler scene, and observe in humbled awe from the periphery this understated performance of tranquility. Besides, those menacing clouds might not even break into rain anyway. The tempestuous forces behind their gathering might consider it a shame to allow such violence to spoil an otherwise serene, untroubled day. Bruised skies don't always bleed, and sometimes when on the verge of erupting, anger recognizes its self-destructive futility, and chooses instead to fade away, finally accepting that an expression of rage would not guarantee it peace.